What's happening, Carolina fans? Welcome to Two Fans in the Stands, a podcast related to all things Carolina Panthers and North Carolina Tar Heels. I'm your co-host, Tony.
And I'm your co-host, CJ.
Let's go. CJ, what's happening, cuzzo? How you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling good. That's Panther football right there, baby. It's Panther football.
Talk about it. Talk about it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm a happy camper. This today. So let's get right into it. Did you see any hope, for the future? Did Sam Darnold give you any potential hope for the future or the remaining 5 games on the schedule?
Yeah, I don't want to, I don't want to put the carriage in front of the horse, but yeah, I do. I see a little bit of hope for us if he can continue to play like he did today, because you've been saying this all year. You've wanted to see Sam Darnold behind what has been the strength of our offense all season, which is the offensive line. And he looked good back there. He was he was calm, he was poised. He wasn't around there looking like he was jumping on one of them little exercise trampolines, like Baker Mayfield. And as you like to say, he wasn't back there patting the baby on the back or nothing either.
Yeah, he was back there playing patty cake or milking the baby. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, he took what was in front of him. If it wasn't there, he didn't force anything. And Carolina got the run game going. And I'm actually glad to see them get the run game going on a defense that's statistically a little better against the run, because the last few games when we went up against teams that weren't good against the run, everything was great. But when we got up against teams, like last week in Baltimore, basically shut the run game down. So I was happy to see them stick with it. But yeah, offense looked good. Got off to a little bit of a slow start, but they got it going. Defense looked good. They stepped their play up. They held Russell Wilson in check, and
the boy
Sam Darnold putting up 23 points in his first start of the season. I'll take that, because I'm hoping next week, bye week, everybody can get rested, everybody can get healthy. And if they can take this, and for once this season, if they can take this and improve on it, I think this would be better for us going forward. Hopefully we'll take 2 steps forward and take another 2 steps forward, instead of taking 2 steps forward and taking 3 steps back. So
right.
But yeah, but that was my thoughts on the game. I liked it. I thought it was for once, it was a total team game.
Yes, that I can't agree with. That I can't agree with. All 3 phases of the game yesterday showed up and played complimentary football. I did. Listen, you mentioned it one time before, and I don't never see anybody mention it, like, in the Facebook groups or, online or whatnot. But Johnny Hecker should the Pro Bowl this year. The way he punts and get the ball downfield, like, if we backed up on our side of the ball, well, that didn't make sense. If we're backed up on our side of the field, he puts enough leg in the ball to where he can truly flip the field. And if we just needed to get some field position to, like, put them inside the 20-yard line or the side of the 10-yard line, like, he puts that thing on the money. And I know I've been hard on Sam Franklin, but Sam Franklin has showed out this year, especially on special teams. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Especially on special teams. And I'm glad to see the past 2 or 3 weeks they have used Amari Barno as the other gunner on a punt team. So you
Mm-hmm.
talking about 6'5", 250 pounds, run a 4.340 coming downfield at you. Yeah,
Getting it.
I think I'm a fair catch this one too. I don't want that smoke.
Yeah.
You know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, and you know what though? They did a fake punt, but it was a
Yeah.
fake punt, and but it was a fake punt that made sense. And I've been saying
Mm-hmm.
that all year. I don't want to see Johnny Heckler doing no dumb stuff just because he's done it before in the past. But they did it today, but it was situational and it made
Yes.
sense and it led to a
Yes.
touchdown. Yep,
Yes. And it was unpredictable because I did not see it coming. I
I
did
neither
not
did I.
see that one coming at all. There was only two times, maybe two times in the game where I kind of got upset a little bit. Because one, I didn't understand why you had Sam Franklin on the hands team on the kickoff. Denver should have never got
Talk
that
about
ball
it.
back. He should have never been on the hands team. That's number one. And
Mm-hmm.
number two, the only thing that really made that I ain't gonna say pissed me off, but that I didn't like that Sam Donald did yesterday when he threw that out. Um, he threw that quick out to Terrence Marshall, and before he threw it, he hesitated. You know what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying? If he would just
Double
threw it
clutch.
in rhythm, right? He double clutched it. If he would just threw it in rhythm, I think Terrence Marshall would have had a chance to catch it. But when he double clutched it like that, he gave Patrick Surtain time to catch up and close the gap. So by the time the ball got there,
Mm-hmm.
he knocked it away. That was the only
Yeah.
time yesterday where I was like, okay, for some reason, something happened. He didn't feel comfortable with that throw, but he threw it anyway. I just wish
Yeah.
he would just throw it out of bounds, because
Yeah. And even if he would have threw it, that still would have been that throw would have been on point.
yeah, I just when he double clutched it like that, if he wouldn't have double clutched it, I think he could have completed the ball to Terrence Marshall, even though Patrick Surtain was there. He didn't get as close until Sam Darnold double clutched the ball. That's all I was saying was that if he
Yeah,
would
I agree.
just do it in rhythm, I think Terrence Marshall would have had a better chance to catch it. Now he wouldn't have got no yards out the catch, because like I said, Surtain was on him, but he wasn't on him to the point to where he couldn't catch the ball. That's all.
Yeah,
But
I agree. I
other
got you.
other than that, I love the way he ran the bootleg. I love that he didn't try to force feed the ball to DJ Moore, but when it was time, when the opportunity presented itself, he did find DJ Moore and hit him. I know there was a few passes that he would like to have back, but that's every game. That's any quarterback
Yeah,
that at any game every Sunday, no matter what level you play, high school, college, or football. There, nobody is perfect, but overall, he didn't turn the ball over. He didn't force no ball downfield. That could create an interception or anything like that. The offensive line kept him clean, and he stood back there in the pocket and he did what you wanted him to do. He managed the game yesterday. And just hearing him talk about it in the press conferences leading up to the game and after the game, is like a switch has turned on in his head because he talks a lot about checking the ball down, not being afraid to check the ball down. If it's not there, just throw it down to the running backs or, tight end and just let them do their thing, You don't have to go out
yeah,
there and
exactly.
try to win it with your arm every single play or cause a play breakdown. There's other people on the offense that you can get the ball to that can possibly get 3, 4, 5 yards. That's better than
Mm-hmm.
any interception or any fumble. So
Yep,
I, I was
I
I
agree with you
was
on
I,
that one.
I was happy to see that, and I was definitely happy to see the offensive line bounce back. I love also I love how our wide receivers block on the wide receiver screens when they hit Laviska Shenault, man, you always see Terrence Marshall and DJ Moore manhandling whoever they blocking, and Laviska Shenault just go like right through them. I'm like, that's how you block for a screen. You couldn't get that kind of blocking out of Robbie Anderson.
No,
remember, I used to say that. I was like, I don't know what the hell Robbie out there doing. He just out there looking like, okay, please just don't hit me. I'm like, no, bruh, you need some serious blocking. You know, like if you're gonna run these type of plays, you need people that are willing to block. And I was just glad to see that, you know, that has been a continued thing with the Panthers. So overall, like I said, I was happy. Overall, the defense showed up. Brian Burns, first time in his career, his short career, got double-digit sacks. You know, Marquise Haynes got him a sack and a couple passes batted down. You know, I mean, them boys play the game. Russell Wilson, I think, only threw for 142 yards. And he was 19 of 35 for 142 yards and one touchdown.
Yeah, they held him in check.
Yeah, I mean, Sam Darnold,
they held him in check.
He only threw for 164 yards, but no interceptions, no fumbles. Well, he did recover his own fumble, but he didn't turn the ball over, you know. And we were able to win the game. He moved the ball. Remember I said that a couple weeks ago. I just want to see him move the ball up and down the field. We ain't got to score a touchdown every time, but hey, we get inside the 25-yard line. That to me, that's 3 points. That's 3 points. So if you can't score, don't do anything to take away the opportunity to get 3. And that's what we were doing yesterday. And Eddie Pinheiro, he showed up. You know, he hit all his field goals.
Yeah, he did.
But yeah, overall, that's my take on the game as well. And you know, I want to see us continue what we did yesterday. I'm curious to see how we're going to come out after this bye week and we head to Seattle. Because like Steve Wilkes said, this is the opportunity to do 2 things that we haven't done all year. Win on the road and win back-to-back games. If we can come out the bye, you know, out of the bye week healthy, you know, with a little bit more confidence, and we can go up to Seattle and steal a win, I think that's going to bode well for everybody's confidence.
It sure will. It sure will. Look, it'll bode well for the confidence of the fan base too.
No doubt. Ain't no doubt about that. Ain't no doubt about that. So you got anything else before we get out of here?
No, that's it, man. I'm like you. I'm hoping that they can get healthy next week with the bye week, and then come off of that the week after and go to Seattle and put back-to-back wins together, and we'll see what we go, how they do from here on out. Because I mean, as of now, we're only a game back. You know, I don't want to say that too loud, but you never know. So,
well, this is a podcast, so you said that kind of loud, like people gonna hear it.
Hey, you know what I mean, man. Go ahead and take us out.
Well, that would do it for us this week. Our next opponent will be the Seattle Seahawks on Sunday, December 11th at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Seattle. Until then, Panthers fans, keep pounding.